I wasted thousands of dollars in my 20s trying to glow up and be the most attractive, hottest version of myself. And after all of that pain, money, and time spent on beautification, this is everything I wish I knew sooner. I'm an engineer in my 30s, and on this channel, I give you the scientific strategy to glow from the inside out. I'm going to talk to you today about the things that actually worked, was worth your money, and what I wish I had saved on. Because I gotta tell you, so much of the skincare industry, whether it's skincare, beauty, glow up, hair, it's marketing. Um, and as a influencer, my corporate job pays my bills, but like I do share products with you guys. We're pushed so often the idea that like this new next thing will make you beautiful. We're told to tell you that this next new product will save all your problems. Guess what? It's a lie. Here's the science that's actually going to break through all that noise for you. As we do my Get Ready With Me. Today, I have had a very busy day. I had lots of meetings this morning. Welcome to my lunch break. And I have another meeting later today because I am going to get a new car. My old car has been hobbling through its life and has finally reached the end, so I'm going to get that today. But without further ado, the number one thing I was trying to solve for when I was wasting all this money on skincare was my acne. I had horrible cystic acne when I was younger. It completely destroyed my confidence. And after those pimples healed themselves, I was left with scars. And you can kind of see them now. I'm still working through that, doing things like microneedling and lasers. But I believed that I could fix my scars with a bunch of these topical treatments, and that's just not true. So if you see peels, like at-home masks, or even brightening products, these are not going to do much. These are really superficial products that can't get to the deeper levels of the dermis to actually heal your acne scars and give you a more glowing skin texture. So of all the things that I have tried, peels, lasers, microneedling, all of that, and the at-home treatments, the thing that actually changed my life the most was Fraxel laser. I had Fraxel laser a few times and I'm going to have it again, but I found that to be a more expensive treatment, yes, but one that actually moved the needle. I have had like BBL laser, and that was actually not enough to get the result that I needed, whereas the Fraxel was a little more intense, and that really helped to actually clear some of the deeper scars on my face. You can get CO2 laser as well if you're older. I'm in my 30s right now, but if you're older and you need something more intense like a CO2 laser, definitely look into that. But the downtime is a lot. Like my friend's out of commission for a few weeks when she has that. Hi everybody, welcome to the live stream. Today I'm 31 in case you're curious. So I like to bring you everything I've learned in my 20s about my glow up journey and the things that have made me feel confident from the inside out, because I really struggled with confidence when I was younger. The acne on my face really made me feel self-conscious, and I thought everyone was looking at it all the time. Not the truth, but that's what I thought. And as I go older, then we run into issues like aging in the process. But I just hope to save you some time and effort. So of all of the resurfacing treatments I've had, I really have liked the Fraxel laser the best. And there are a lot of skin boosters you can get as well. I have had Rejurin, which is 7 sperm DNA. I think that's wild, but it has helped my skin glow. It was not life-changing. The Fraxel laser helped more. I always start my makeup routine with some kind of glowing, hydrating primer. This is the 2 favorite options I use, either the Anua one, which I was influenced by, or the Haru Haru Wonder one. I've used this a lot as a toner, but it comes in a spray now. So I do that just to give my skin a boost of hydration. Any of these misty things don't do much. Like if it's not in your budget, please don't spend tons of money on these. Most skincare is just marketing. The things that actually work, I've done a deep video breakdown on the science of skincare that will actually change the structure of your skin. That was uploaded yesterday, so take a look at that. And if you want to deep dive on this side, on the live stream, we can talk about that another time. But today we're talking about treatments and things that are actually worth your money. All right, I'm using the Dior Forever Glow foundation. Absolute favorite. I've used this for years. I take the shade 0N because I'm so pale. It is the lightest shade they make. And I think this gives a really healthy glow to your skin. I like to have a dewier finish, which my skincare does help to make the foundation a little dewier, but I hate matte foundations. I think they make you look older. All right, so lasers aside, if I was telling my younger self anything, it would be to lay off the filler for a while. So I have had filler, and I wish I had waited until I was trying to fix the volume in my face instead of trying to correct asymmetries in my face when I was younger. So I've had a lot of lip filler. I've had it mostly dissolved. We hope it's mostly gone. But a lot of the lip filler had migrated, so I had to have all the stuff up here dissolved, and it didn't look good. I thought it looked good. It didn't. The amount of money I spent dissolving, getting my face refilled, trying it again, being a swollen puff lump, looking like I had a sausage on my lips, it wasn't cute. But I was sold into this Kylie Jenner lip aesthetic, like I think a lot of people were. Like she's got a good marketing team. But I just regret so much, like stretching out my lips so much. And they look better now with less filler in them. Hi, welcome to a live stream. I wanted to answer any questions that you guys had as well about my skincare glow up journey, and I just find this topic to be the most fun to talk about, and you also seem to like it more than anything else. Hi, welcome, Bethan. I'm getting ready today. I have a meeting this afternoon. I have to go pick up my new car. I used to drive the Mazda 3, and she was on her last leg. I'm getting ready for a meeting and also to go pick up my car today. I tend to get ready during the middle of the day because I work from home. I'm an engineer, if you didn't know. So I work as a civil engineer from home most of the time. But if I have meetings, I have to go out, obviously. And then I have to talk about like the products that we help engineers with. What is my favorite skincare brand? Without comparison, my favorite skincare brand is Haru Haru. Most of my skincare is South Korean skincare. So I have their toner at my vanity right now, but I use their sunscreen every day. So if you've ever seen my like my skincare videos, I use their sunscreen every day. And I also really like Cosrx. I really like Anua, and those are all Korean brands. Thank you. I'm actually not feeling awesome today, so I appreciate the compliment. I've been sick for like the past week and a half. So I am doing my best to still show up for you, but I sound stuffy to myself and I don't feel my best. Today, I've had a busy day. I had meetings for work all morning, and now I'm going to pick up my new car. So I'm really excited for that. And maybe we can do live stream from the car. I see a lot of girls do content in their cars. I think that could be fun. And then I'm gonna go to the gym. I was gonna go to pickleball, but it looks like it's gonna rain where I live. I also live in Rhode Island, in case you're new to this channel. Rhode Island is in the United States. What do I recommend from Sephora? So I don't like feel like it has to be specifically Sephora, but I know Sephora does have specific brands that say Ulta doesn't. I probably do most of my shopping at Ulta because they have both like the Korean skincare that I love, and also they have some higher end brands. Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorite product lines because all of her products are really glowy. They're like in beautiful packaging, so I use her stuff constantly. I also use the Tarte concealer every day, and I also use the Tarte mascara. I use the Dior foundation. My mom uses this as well. My mom's in her 50s. And then I use the Hourglass blush. So most of my makeup I do get at Sephora, whereas my skincare and my nails I get at Ulta. I don't know why that works out like that. But anyways, so now I've got my base makeup on. I go do my concealer next. And this is actually a new lip balm I got that I really like. I've been using the Lano lips for ages, but I just found this one. I really enjoy this. It has like this squishy top on it. Yeah, so on the live stream, we'll do my makeup together. I'll show you what my hair looks like finally, and then we'll do an outfit check. And I'll show you my outfit of the day. I love today's outfit. Thank you so much. It's really nice, Herman. Okay, so this is a chapstick. I like that a lot. And then I try to put concealer wherever I have lost volume in my face. So in my 30s, I've noticed volume loss here and here. So I try to kind of bring light to that area. I don't always contour. I'm not going to contour today because I just can't be bothered. But I use the Fenty Matchstick to contour when I do. I saw someone online do this as well. I don't know why I do that. All right, and then I come down my nose to slim my nose. I hope everyone can hear me because my mic has been giving issues. One of my subscribers said that my mic was cut out for like half of the last live stream. Whoops. But we continue on. The show must go on. Your favorite show has to go on. Oh, almost forgot my nails. I wear the Glamnetics nails. These have been on for a week. These are press-ons. I did these for $20. I did not spend $100 at the nail salon. And I'm kind of taking bets as to how long they're going to last. So let me know in the comments how long. I'm thinking 2.5 weeks is how long they're going to last. But I love doing my own nails. I don't think there's any reason you need to spend so much money at the salon. And I was getting Russian manicure, which is great. They look wonderful, but I actually got a nail infection. So I spent all this money to have pretty princess nails, ended up getting an infection, and then when she took them off, my nails were so weak. So I don't do that anymore. And I try to, save money where I can because we are a financially responsible girl on this channel. But nails are probably the easiest thing you can do at home. I can't do my own hair. This is one of the biggest things I have wasted money on is my hair. When I was in college, obviously, like I wasn't making normal income salary like I am now. So I thought that I would save money by kind of DIYing my hair. And what I did was I used henna to dye my hair because I thought, oh, it's natural. It'll be better. Like, it'll help my hair look more healthy and glowy. I was wrong. So I dyed my hair with this henna and it looked good for a day, but then my hair kept getting progressively darker and darker. And I ended up having to go get a hair correction, like a color correction, which if anyone does their hair color on a regular basis, corrective process is expensive. And when they were lifting this black henna color out of my hair, it was like pulling green. So I had like green highlights and it just looked wild. I was clown. It was like full clownery over here with this henna hair color. Just go to a professional to get your hair done. You can probably cut your hair at home, but I wouldn't try. I would definitely never suggest you do the color yourself. The girls in the color salon, they really know what they're doing. Don't try to do that yourself. And now I go probably every other month because I have, believe it or not gray. I have straight up white hairs at the ripe age of 30. I've had them since I was like 16. So I've had to dye my hair since I was very young, which, I mean, you don't have to dye your hair, but I was dyeing my hair. And I just kind of wish that, I don't know, I always wish I went to a professional instead of trying to save some money because I probably could have saved money elsewhere instead of on my hair. And I'm really emotionally attached to it, so. Almost forgot, today's health drink is green juice. I think it's celery, cucumber, cilantro, spinach, all the good things. I always drink it out of a wine glass to remind you that alcohol is not good for your skin. Mm. Okay, so I have a little bit more on my hand. Make sure that you do your ears and also like the edge of your jawline when you do your foundation because we don't want to see like a difference in color. That does not look cute. Okay, so I did a little more here. Here. I think technically this is a medium coverage foundation. When I had really bad acne, I wasted a lot of money trying to cover it up. So even though I have foundation, you can still see the scars through it. And when I was in college, for example, I was using the Kat Von D tattoo coverage. Believe me, that's full coverage. But I was breaking out more because my pores were like all clogged with this really heavy foundation, and that probably made things worse. In the summer, sometimes I have issues with pimples right here because your sunglasses sit there. But I mean, I've also been eating way too much sugar recently. Okay, Sigma powder is one of my favorites. I do also really like the Coty Airspun powder. You don't need luxury makeup. I have fun, like it's in my budget. I feel like I use a product and then I like replace it. So I don't actually spend a ton of money every month on makeup. But like I used to get the Coty Airspun powder, not the Sigma one, and I really like the Coty Airspun as well. That's a drugstore. It's like $11, and this one I think was 30. So there's always a drugstore option. Please do not go into debt for your beautification process. Alrighty, more ways that I have wasted money. We're going to talk about nails now. Like I said earlier, like the Russian manicure was not all it is cracked up to be. I got an infection. And one of the things you notice as you get older is that the women who are the most beautiful are not necessarily the most glamorous, they're the most healthy. So if your nails look healthy and they're like nicely manicured, even if you have short nubs, like little stubs of nails, they still look nice. Like you don't have to have long nails all the time to look professional. But I had it in my mind that like I really needed to have perfectly polished nails all the time. And if you're getting your toes and your hands done like every 2 weeks, you're spending the amount of money that a car payment would be on your hands. Guys, you can just put clear polish, it'll be fine, okay? Or go put a press on. You do not need to pay someone else to glue a fake nail onto your finger, okay? If you really, really love it, okay, spend money on it. But this is one of the ways that I've really economized my life. All right. Okay, should we talk about Botox, guys? I haven't had it in a long time. But I actually think this is probably one of the best things that I've done for my long-term anti-aging routine. There's a lot of fear around Botox, probably because someone online had bad Botox and now it's ruined the brand for everyone. But here's the thing, it's actually one of the longest studied medicines, those like neurotoxins, neurotoxins. So there's a lot of research behind it. They are very safe. Make sure you go to a licensed professional. Don't go to Sally's Med Spa on 7th Street. I got a very different experience going to a plastic surgeon's office versus going to, random med spa. Yeah, they're a teensy bit more expensive, but like it's, I don't know, $400 a treatment versus $250 a treatment, and you don't get botched, okay? I want to look like myself. I don't want to look like some crazy person after getting a Botox treatment. I think that's one of the biggest things that has kept me from getting any kind of horizontal lines. Like I haven't had Botox in like 6 months, and this is how flat my forehead looks at the age of 30. And I'll probably go 3 times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year to get that done. Now we get to blush. This is the Hourglass blush, one of my absolute favorites. And I like this because it looks really natural. I always put blush kind of in the mid face because it makes my face look more round. I have a very like long, thin face naturally, and as I got older, I lost some weight, so like the volume in my face never came back. I used to have like a more rounded face, and now it's just thin, and you can like see the edge of my jawline, which is great that I don't have to contour, but I just look skeleton sometimes. So blush for the win, and I can't really talk while we do this, so just bear with me. And I do always take the blush kind of up to my temples because you can contour a little bit with blush as well. If you go kind of up along your cheekbone, it really emphasizes that. And this isn't matte. There's like a little bit of shimmer in there, but not to the point where you're gonna be a disco ball. So don't be too worried about that. Okay, and then if you're really feeling about the blush, another thing I do is I put it right here because if you think about where the sun will hit your face, that's usually there. Jack made it! Welcome, Jack! Jack has been missing our live streams for so long. He's our fearless protector on live stream. He's one of the administrators. But it is so hard finding a time that works for everyone. I've been going live around lunchtime because it works for my work schedule, but y'all are everywhere across the world, so it does really become a challenge figuring out the best time to do our Get Ready With Me. Yesterday, I did kind of a get ready with me for bed, and I did my nighttime skincare as I microneedled. Was that yesterday or the day before? Day before. That does not work for my schedule so much, but I wanted to show everyone the microneedling because I talk about it a lot. I use the Banish set. So this has helped my acne scars doing the at-home microneedling. As always, everything, or I try to link everything down below. If I've missed something, I'm sorry. But this helps with more superficial acne scars. If you have really deep pick mark scars, you're gonna need something at the dermatologist's office. So like lasers, we talked about before. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day today. I've had a productive morning, lots of work meetings, and now I'm gonna go pick up my new car. Okay, let us do highlighter. Highlighter is one of my favorite steps in the makeup routine. No, I did not feel well yesterday. Do I sound like myself again, Jack? Because, I'm feeling so stuffy. Yeah, I feel a little better, but oh, I was very. Can you see me again? I hope everyone can see me again. Jack, right, if you can see me again. My mom just tried to FaceTime me because she loves me, but she doesn't know I'm live streaming. My mom and I are like best friends also. We talk to each other like 3 times a day. So I just froze because my mom called me, but let's go in highlighter. Great. Okay. I'll call her back later. Something else, I don't have this issue because I'm not a very trendy person, but something I notice women especially waste money on is trendy things. Jack is the man of our community. If you can tell us how men shop, let us know. But a lot of my friends, they seem to want to have the most trendy products and trendy clothes and absolutely waste so much money on this. So I always tell my girlfriends, it's like there is no trending products. Like the science of skincare that works on your skin hasn't changed that much. So if some influencer is pushing a product on you and they think it's game changing, like it's not. It's a face spray. So just keep that in mind. If it's trending on social media, it's probably not like the end all be all. Hi Daniel, welcome to a live stream. Today I have celery juice. Well, green juice, but there's also celery in it. For eye makeup, today I'm gonna do a brown shimmer. I haven't done shimmery eyes in a while, but we've got the time today, so let's do that. I've got to leave in about half an hour. Jack has not mentioned that I need to talk longer on live stream. That half an hour is not long enough. I try. I have a lot of yap in me, but Our live streams are quite a long time for me to be talking about a subject. I actually got this eyeshadow at CVS, and I do like a lot of drugstore makeup, but I think the packaging of luxury makeup is what gets me. It's not that the Charlotte Tilbury products are objectively better. They just look pretty on my vanity. I'm a simple woman. Like, is it pretty? Is it cute? Yes. I do have to remind y'all that I'm also an educated woman. So, like, all of this engineering education that happened, I still buy the prettiest packaging. The marketing people know what they're doing. Oh, nice. This is my favorite shade. Okay, and I put that all over my lid, and then I just blendy around the corners. I tried Jack. I asked again for her to come on live stream because then she could do her makeup as I do mine, and we can talk about the differences. She does like a 5-minute makeup routine. She doesn't want to. She thinks y'all are intimidating. I think I'm used to it, and the community recently has been very nice. But sometimes if there's a lot of people on live stream, it's a little overwhelming. So I think she's feeling a little overwhelmed. So maybe in a while I can convince her, but so far I have not been able to do so. I keep trying, maybe one day. My mom has been on some videos though. There are some psychology videos where we talk about confidence, self-concept, self-esteem, affirmations, positive psychology, and I thought that would be useful for everyone. So she is on like a podcast style video. All right. This is my everyday palette I use. And I have two options. It is either a shimmery day or it's a natural day. Today's going to be a shimmery day. And we're going to highlight under my brow. Oh, on the subject of ways I wasted money in my 20s, trying to do my own brows constantly. Here's the thing. I naturally have pretty decent brows, so I thought, oh, I can get the shape right again. Like, I think I should have gone to a professional just to have it waxed properly so that the shape matches my eyelids. But when I look at pictures when I was younger, I had these horribly thin, terrible eyebrows, and it was really unflattering, and I was just trying to save $20. So go get them done once and then just really maintain the shape yourself, because once you have the shape, it's easy to maintain. But if you are trying to do the whole thing yourself, you can really mess it up, and your brows really change the whole architecture of your face. So when I go, she does the brow mapping, and there's like all these funky lines to make the perfect shape of my brow, and that is not something I can do myself. Oh, hi, Daniel. Welcome. I'm feeling really good today. I've been sick for the last week or so, and today's the first day I kind of feel myself. And I have fun plans today. I've had a pretty productive morning. I had meetings for work, and now I have to go pick up my new car because I used to drive Mazda 3 hatchback, and it was time. She was kind of dying on me, and it was stressful. I was worried about it breaking down all the time. So I gotta go pick up my new car, and maybe at some point we could do live stream in there because I see a lot of girls do, content in their car, and I think that would be fun. Ooh, so I face out the window when we live stream, and there's a little bird that just came. How cute! Anywho, so I also put a slightly red color, this one, in my lid, and you probably can't tell from here, but I have kind of greeny browny eyes, and I think putting a little red in my crease brings out more of the green. My dad has the most beautiful eyes. He has hazel eyes. They're kind of blue green, wonderful. What about the Tesla? So I thought about the Tesla because I drive a lot, Jack, and I thought if I got the Tesla, I wouldn't find driving so stressful. Like on really long hauls, the Tesla can drive itself. But I looked at it. I didn't find the quality of the Tesla to be worth it. So I ended up getting the Q3, which is like a compact SUV, and that's kind of what I'm gonna go for now because my hatchback, it wasn't big enough for what I do on a daily basis now, and I think it'll be more comfortable to drive that car. I'm not a car person. I found the process of buying a car a little stressful, but it is what it is. Okay, blendy, blendy, that's what this is. Oh, I've realized something else we have to talk about. So, on the subject of like the money wasting I have done in my 20s, I was really emotionally attached to this idea that like Pilates would like completely change my life. And while I love the act of going to Pilates and for sure it's changed my body a little bit, I think my diet has changed more aesthetically how I look than overpriced workout classes. I live in Rhode Island. The price of a Pilates class is like $35 for one class. That really, really adds up. So if I had had a membership where I could regularly go to classes instead of just doing these drop-in classes, there was a time in my life where I was going multiple times a week to this overpriced nonsense. So now I live in a building where I have a gym, and that actually has saved me a lot of money on the gym, which has been very helpful. If you're getting these workout classes, look into something like ClassPass if you're in the States. That's a way you can kind of test and try different classes out. But whether it was yoga or it was Pilates, that really burned a hole in my budget. I miss yoga sometimes, but I just need to like prioritize my financial life in other areas. I forgot to take this bake off. My mother gifted me with very large pores, so I try to fill them in every day. Dearest Megan, I would have preferred Asian woman pores, but it is what it is. Okay, so I did my eyebrows, and now I gotta do my eyelashes. I don't always use lipstick. Today, I think it's in the other room, so I don't see it with me. I've been wearing the Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon every day. I love very sweet gourmand scents. So this one's yummy. It's like vanilla berry. Okay. And then Tarte's Lights Camera Splashes is what I use every day. I like to have very doll-like eyes, very kind of like big lashes. So I do the top and the bottom for this. And I just wiggle in with the root and I pull up. If you do get mascara on the top, just let it dry completely and then afterwards wipe it off. Hi Ryan, welcome to the live stream. We're doing my Get Ready With Me today as we talk about skincare and beauty treatments that I wasted money on. Oh, on the subject of hair as well, so I used to get this thing called Brazilian blowouts, which help if your hair is really frizzy. It looked phenomenal when I was done, but then I found out that these Brazilian blowouts have like formaldehyde in it or something. Oh, it's terrible. It's like a carcinogen that they're putting on your hair. So please, please, please don't do these chemical straightening treatments. If I ever find one that I feel like it's healthy for your hair, I'll let you know. But my hair has gotten a lot healthier as I've gotten older, so I actually don't need a lot of these treatments because my hair looks pretty good without them. And that I'm saving a lot of money on. Not even to begin to talk about extensions. You'll see how long my hair is now. This is my natural hair, but I used to have extensions, K-tip-ons. We'll get into it, but so expensive. Hi, Estella. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so I had a horrible haircut when I was younger, and I literally was crying coming out of this hair salon because this lady cut off like 5 inches, and I asked for a dusting. If you've ever been to a lady and asked for a dusting, you know that this means that they barely cut your hair. They just trim the ends of it. But clearly, I was not understood. She cut 4 inches off. I was crying, and it took forever to grow back my hair. So I thought, what a clever idea to go get extensions. And those little K-tip bonds, they looked great. Listen, I looked like I had the most amazing princess hair. I'm not regretting the aesthetics. I'm regretting the price tag. Put in the comments how much you think extensions are. But I'm just embarrassed at myself how much I spent. My accountant, she doesn't need to know that information. But for the price of the hair, it's one thing. So you buy all of this hair that she has to put in, and it's like $1,200 just for the hair. And then you sit for 4 hours in this chair while the lady sews this hair into your head. And after that, she also charges you for the cost of the installation. And you thought you were done? No, you're not done yet. Because you have to come back every like 6 weeks and get them updated. So it's like 3 grand. No, not again. Focus on your hair health, grow out your natural hair. Do I prefer? So I feel like these are 2 different things, right? Pilates is more for strength building, and those are, you know, full body muscle workouts, whereas yoga is stretching. So they serve a different purpose. Look at that curl, everybody. Wow. Wow, she's so happy. So they serve a completely different purpose, and I like them both. I think ideally I would do yoga more. I don't though. It's so good for me. I wish I was as flexible as I used to be. This is one of the setting sprays I use. Now, this is a setting spray. This is like face spray or hairspray for your face. This is called a fixing spray. So this will make my makeup look more glowy and diffuse. So I always do that. And then I also will do this. And then I will have glowing makeup all day long. And that's the goal. I usually crease a little bit after I do that, so then I go back in with a fluffy brush and just tap my concealer to make sure that's not gone anywhere. All right, let's get to my hair. We're actually on time today. Wow, I've been developing a habit of being late, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, I pin my hair. I have the Shark Air Wrap, or whatever you want to call the air wrap tool from Shark. It's kind of like the Dyson, except the Dyson is $600 and the Shark one was $200. I use it like every day. Oh, thank you, Sierra. Wait till you see the whole look, Jack, because I love today's outfit. I think it's just so cute. I feel like a cupcake, and I look like a cupcake. And it's beautiful in Rhode Island today. It's like in the 70s. It rained so much yesterday. It was like tornado warning, scary. So I'm 31 this year. I actually just celebrated my birthday. It's June 30th is my birthday. And I was very sad initially about turning 30, but you know what? As I've gotten older, I've gotten happier, which is a really great thing to tell you guys because there's so much fear around women about growing older. And I wish I could have told my younger self, like, life gets better and you don't need to be so sad. Oh, thank you. Okay, look at this volume and look at my curls. So cute. I get highlights in my hair probably once or twice a year, and they're kind of like a reddy purple color. Thank you, Jack. I don't do much else. I just kind of take it out of the pin curls, and that's that. It will diffuse, like the curls will fall out a little bit as I go. And I wanted to show you my overall outfit too. So this is the outfit of the day. What do you think? I think it's so sweet. And I also have my little white bag. So let me get this to show you. So I've got this one. I think it goes well. Jack's like 20 out of 10. Right? Like how cute. I feel so adorable. And then I have these shoes. They have little baskets on the bottom of them. And I've had these for like 5 years, but I've really definitely worn them out a little bit, so I probably need some more wedges, but they just make my heart so happy. So that's the outfit of the day. Thank you for getting ready with me. I'll see you guys later.